Hello, YouTube. This is Tammy Pie, and I'm here with another video. I've got a deck for that. Brought to you by Feeding My Soul 1212. This is a good one. I am really enjoying this hashtag. I'm early on it. I've only seen a couple of them, but yes, please. All right, so you know what? I didn't get all my shit out. I probably will give you, this is a long one, so prepare yourself. Put that speed on double speed if you can't stand to hang out for a long time. There are 16 questions, and it's like a deck for every question, which of course I have not been able to stick with one deck for every question. No. Not possible. Question number 1 is your favorite movie genre. My favorite movie genre is dark comedy. And the perfect deck for dark comedy is this one. Baba Studios Bohemian Gothic. Because it's dark, it's secretive, it's cold, it's got all the hard shit, but it's also kind of funny. It gives you cards that are intense and hard and scary, but also, come on, really? Kind of funny. And that is, the automatic choice for me was Bohemian Gothic, but in truth, there's more than one dark comedy, right? There's more than one dark comedy in our beloved tarot world. One of the great dark comedy decks is going to be Madame Lydia. Madame Lydia Wilhelmina's autumn scenes and freaky whatnot. I believe she's working still, despite the fact that Madame Lydia Wilhelmina's author is quite ill. She's had, I believe, a liver transplant or a kidney transplant, something gnarly like that. She continues to put out good stuff, but this one has like this quirky, weird sense of humor. Definitely dark comedy, right? Yeah. Madame Lydia Wilhelmina's autumn scenes. And where in the fuck is the title card? If I had the title card, I could tell you the actual name, right? Madame Lydia Wilhelmina's Tarot, Monsters, the Macabre, and Autumn Scenes by Bethalynne Bajema. Yeah. Great fucking tarot. So good. And it is classically dark comedy. That's the other one. I feel like I had one more. Yes. Dark comedy. Why not? Shit, I'm already at 5 minutes. I'm just in the first prompt. But dark comedy, Halloween tarot. It's not quite as dark, but it is Halloween-y. Imps are kind of scary, right? Some of this stuff is ghosts, Aren't we afraid of ghosts? Some of us are. The werewolf? Are we not afraid of the werewolf? But of course, Halloween is when we embrace all of it, even if it is scary. We love it. Dark comedy. That's the Halloween Tarot by Kipling West. All right. One question, and I've already got 3 decks going. Okay. Prompt number 2 is favorite movie. All right. So I had to get a little. I had to use my imagination here. I had to get imaginative because my favorite movie is BladeRunner. But I don't think I have a tarot that does BladeRunner justice. Wish there was a BladeRunner tarot. Another favorite movie of mine is Silence of the Lambs. So I thought, okay, well, what do the two have in common? And what I came up with is the antagonist and the protagonist are equally flawed in both movies, right? So no matter what the Blade Runner, the main character does, he's kind of doing wrong, but he's also doing his job. In Silence of the Lambs, you feel for the bad guys, even though they're fucking horrible bad guys, right? So it's a kind of even keel, antagonist and protagonist. So the deck I came up with is one that is from a different show altogether, which is the Game of Thrones. Oh, look at those dragons. Don't we love them? And the reason Game of Thrones was so well received is because even when the good guy is our favorite, our hero, she's also kind of bad. Even someone who is gentle and good and our hero, he also kind of does the wrong thing occasionally. The worst guy, you kind of understand where he's coming from, right? The best guy ends up doing the worst thing. Yeah. So, the Game of Thrones tarot. Great drama. Very relatable characters. And relatable antagonists and protagonists, right? All right. Just one deck for that one, because if I had a Blade Runner tarot, hello. So question 3, favorite color. My favorite color is green, and this was the easiest. This was the easiest question of all. This is the Rumi Tarot by, who's it by? Nigel. Where's the stinking book? If I could find the book, I could tell you. Nigel Suckling? No, it's not Nigel Suckling. It's the other one. Ugh. Anyway, yeah. Rumi Tarot. How green can green be? Mostly it's this beautiful emerald green, but then we have this kind of lime green that adds into it, the deep, dark teal green in the backs. Just a little purple, a little grass green. Green, 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 green. Yeah, Rumi Tarot. The greenest of all tarots. I love green. Crazy. Isn't it pretty with purple? Yeah. Green and purple. Delicious color palette. All right. Okay, next question. A deck that represents your childhood self. I have two here. My childhood self, full of fantasy, and actually, in part, the reason I like this deck for my childhood self is not just because of the childlike scenes, but also because of the darkness. Because a lot of it is going on in the nighttime. And I remember my childhood as very dark. I mean, not bad. I was a loved child, but very dark, very strange, very otherworldly. Trying to figure out the world. Like these tiny creatures. I even remember a tree that looked just like this when I was a kid. It was in between the two driveways of my house and my neighbor's house. And there was a big hole in it like this. And I would try and crawl up in there and pretend to be a squirrel. But also, and every time I play with this deck, I think about it. My childhood friend who had the dolls. And to me, dolls were alive and conversant. And they kind of scared me, but I also kind of felt like they were trying to talk to me. The dolls. That is my childhood self. Creepy dolls. Yeah. That is the Notorious JBG by Julie at Peekaboo Rose. And next is my teenage self. Teenage self is crazy. This is already long. Okay, so my teenage self. When you're a teenager, you're just trying to pull all the pieces together. You're trying to figure out who you are. Ritual tarot feels so teenager. There's so much in us. We're so strong. We're so powerful. We're so intense. And yet we're trying to put the pieces together. We're not quite sure what exactly each piece means, right? This is definitely my teenage self. I was so powerful, but so in tatters, in shreds, in pieces, trying to figure out each little bit and never quite sure which one was going to push to the top. I have a second one for this because I thought it was necessary. My later teenage years, I spent some time in New York City, and boy howdy, even though Banksy is really a London artist, it's very New York City punk rock, New York City hardcore, city life, little bits and pieces of drama and poverty and hardship, but also moments where we discover flowers that grow between the cracks. I loved New York City as a teenager. It was wild. Like the Banksy Tarot by Coupe de Lou. Coupe de Lou? Yeah. The next prompt is my adult self. And I have two for this as well. As an adult, I thought things would be different, but they're not. I think my main goal in life was security, stability, having a home that where my children would be protected and safe, where I would be protected and safe, a place to keep all my collections of things. And Tildwick is one of my oldest decks. This is a Tildwick Tarot. This is the first edition. This is the warm, ornate house. Little beautiful things and secret places. Attics full of toys and rooms full of statues and things that I can't believe I've collected over the years, but I have. And in a way, that stability is a little bit of a trap, isn't it? But it's also comforting and nice, a beautiful reality. So this is my adult self, the Tildwick Tarot. Yeah, by Neil Lovell. It's a great one. Another moment in my adult life which cannot be ignored is the Avatara Tarot. This tarot describes Frida's life. A lot of it has to do with her relationships, and in particular her relationship with Diego, the children she did not have, the other lovers she did have, the pain she suffered. her art. Always her art. Yeah, this is part of my adult self, without a doubt. I feel a great kinship with Frida. I feel frustration in my marriage, but I'm loyal. I never stopped loving him, no matter what. He is my person. And that's okay. In fact, it's special. It's real. It's wonderful. All right. Next prompt is my favorite song or music genre. All right. So this was really surprisingly difficult. My favorite song or music genre, because I love music. I love music. I like classical music. I like country music. I like punk rock. I like modern music. Yeah, but really what I love is the deep, soulful voice. I love Yaz and her heartbroken midnight, it's raining outside, yeah, you must be soaking wet. And Billie Eilish and her deep heart. What was I made for? And all the heavy, sweet, wonderful voices of the music world. Where is that? This is the Outgrow Yourself Tarot Oracle. And this is the deep, soulful music of tarot. These are the sweet, long, deep notes of Billie Eilish or Billie Holiday, Carly Simon, or Madonna, Pink, Christina Aguilera. Just stunning musical talent. I love deep, soulful music in any type or genre. I just think it's wonderful. All right, the next one is my favorite book genre. All right. This is rough because I grew up in a household of readers. Everyone in my family loves to read. We all read. We read everything. We're all readers. But what I love a story that comes together. I love detective stories. I love historical romances that are, you can't put it together and then all of a sudden it all comes together. I'm reading the Dune series right now, which is a much longer than you would think it is. It isn't 3 books. It's like 8 books. And each one of them is deeper than the last. I chose this tarot. This is the Ocean Dry Tarot because this tarot is a different kind of story. He actually took apart the tarot and turned it into a different thing. But it still works. It still works. He managed to take this story and retell it. And then he put it into these beautiful, colorful pips and majors. If you go to, I think it's Prism and Company, he has on there the Ocean Dry stories, which it's just, what he did was really incredible. And then to take everything and put it into these kind of scientific color stories next to the wildly different major arcana, which once you get into that story is so beautiful. And interesting that you can't. Yeah. I love it. Here's the little shell. Oh, yeah. Ocean Dry. What a fabulous tale. It's like a book in a tarot deck, honestly. I love this tarot deck. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. Stunning. So this is the favorite TV show, past or present. And I'm just going to go with like the super obvious because this is where I'm at. This is Supernatural. It's a TV show. I could have gone with Star Trek, but I don't have a Star Trek tarot deck, unfortunately. I wish I did. Rowena. Mary. I mean, Supernatural is such an iconic, weirdly perfect match with tarot. If you are into this show, you're seeing right now, absolutely, yes, 10,000%, all the correctness, all the perfectness of the tarot matched up with these fabulous stars and the writing. I tell you what, I couldn't have done better with tarot than to match it up with Supernatural. Yeah, okay. Rowena. Go, baby. All right, next one. What is my favorite pastime? This was actually difficult. This was one of the most difficult questions, and it shouldn't have been. Should have been super simple. But I never think of just going straight to Oracle. And Oracle is what this was. My favorite pastime is walking along the rivers in Yakima. The water speaks to me. The wildlife along the waterways, along the greenway where I walk, is spiritual. Particularly right now, during the springtime, things are still kind of brown, right? They're still brown, but you can see the edges of the trees budding. And the rivers right now are so full because everything's melting. The ocean or the mountain freezes are letting down water. And this is the Weird of Sarah Howard, which takes place in a watery park where Gabby Angus Smith spent holidays with her family. And so it's so watery. But it's those inland waters. It isn't ocean. It's lakes and rivers and streams. And how that all connects with our families and our happiness and ourselves. Very deep. Super deep. Yeah. So that is my favorite pastime, which is walking along the river. Okay, where are you? Get it together, Tamara. We're at 30 minutes already. Okay, sorry folks. This is going to be long. Weird of Sarah Howard. Okay, next question. Holiday destination. Also kind of difficult because honestly, I want to go everywhere. I want to do all the things. I'm at a point where I'm older, but not so old I can't do shit. So I want to go places, but the places I want to go, I think, are natural places. I would like to see more of the Pacific Northwest. I would like to just drive along and see the country here where I am. I'd like to go to Alaska. I want to spend time in the forests and see things that are unusual but perfectly usual. I'm not sure how to describe wanting to be near the planet that I'm on. I love my trees and I want to feel close to the creatures that live here. I just do. So my favorite places to go would be along the roadways and the waterways near me and far away, honestly. I just want to see it all. I want to spend time with nature. What else? I mean, there's other things I'd like to see. There's other places I'd like to go. Love to go to like some fabulous museums in Europe and see like the Winter Palace in Russia. Love to see all the things. Decade I was born in. I was born in the 60s. So here we go. Are you ready? See Oliver Hibbert. Here he is in all his fabulousness. Is there anything more 60s than Oliver Hibbert? Yeah. I was born in the summer of 1964 in Berkeley, California. And I don't think there's a tarot deck that could speak more closely to this generation. He has done it. He has absolutely captured 1964, Berkeley, California. I would be unsurprised to see my birth pictured in this tarot deck. Yeah. Oh, is that me? No, that's not. Is that me? No, not yet. Oh my God. Oh! So good. Oh my God, it's so 1960s, isn't it? I mean, yeah. Okay. Favorite flower. Oh crap. This was hard. Okay, I have a lot of favorite flowers. I have a lot of like common favorite flowers. Like I do love a rose. I like orchids. I like a lot of stuff, but I think my favorite flower, and it's happening right now, is the lilac. And one of the things I love about the lilac is the smell and the color. It's so... The lilac season is so short. This is the Star Child Tarot Akashic by Danielle Noel. And it's lilac colored. And it feels ethereal, like the scent of lilacs. Feels magical and sweet and warm and temporary. Lilacs are only here for a very short time. As soon as I see them bloom, I rush out to grab them and put some in a vase. And I go out there and smell them and look at them and enjoy them. And then they're gone. They're just gone. Lilacs do not last long, but they're beautiful. And the scent is absolutely magical. Like the Star Child Akashic Tarot. Yeah. All right. Favorite scent. Okay, well, well, let's talk about my favorite scents. I love good smells. I am freakish about my incense. I like Florida water. I enjoy the sweet scent of florals. And one of my favorites is Hawaiian florals. In particular, the white flowers like gardenia and pikake and tuberose. These are my favorite smells. And they are very, okay, I'm sorry I'm using the same word over and over again, but they're ethereal smells. They're sweet and airy, but also kind of deep. And they also are very much associated with the ocean for me. So for my scent deck, I chose the Healing Waves Tarot. Because I can almost smell the white flowers of Hawaii in this deck. Yeah. The light smells as you're walking along the ocean. You almost don't even notice it. When you first get there, you notice it, but it's like a huge thing. It fills the air. And then as you walk along and get used to it, it's just everywhere. The sweet, good smell of white flowers. Healing Waves Tarot. And white tropical flowers. Next one. We're almost done. Favorite food? Okay, there are two types of food that I really, really, really love. When I go back home to New Mexico, I love to eat all the food of New Mexico. I love huevos rancheros. I love sopapillas at Tia Maria's. I love a like supreme burrito. I love tamales. I love green chili. I love all the excellent Mexican food that is served in New Mexico. And if I have a little, yeah, it's great. Fiestas, freaking, yeah, Indian bread, Indian fry bread. Oh my God, yes. And a little margarita. Yeah, I'm not opposed to a shot of tequila. Hello. Oh, yeah. Mexican food. Love it. All of it. Every single bit of it. Except for fresh onions. I don't like diced fresh onions. Yucky. And also, in fact, in another, I forget what VR it was, but I spoke about loving all the seafood. I like raw fish. All the raw fish. Poke. Sushi. I like all the Hawaiian food. Tuna. I like poi. I like kalua pig. I like laulau. Give me all that local Hawaiian, delicious, broke the mouth, ono, yummy. Oh, luau. Yes! Delicious food in Hawaii. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. All right. Last prompt is My favorite beverage. After all this yumming. My favorite beverage, if I think about it, is Thai tea. What tarot deck would you think of with Thai tea? I had some Thai tea today. I had a particularly hard day and my husband took me out, and Thai tea is creamy. It's this deep brown spicy liquid that, if done properly, just tastes perfect. It's got, in my opinion, the perfect Thai tea has half and half in it. So it's got that cream with the brown. The brown, deep, dark, spicy tea with the creamy half and half. Fucking A. Great drink. Thai tea. That's my favorite. And that is the end. And thank you for coming.